from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
Breaking news on this week's house fire in Moorhead. Police now calling it an arson homicide, and they have a suspect in custody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christine Stanwood. 38-year-old Justin Critt of Lake Park is in the Clay County Jail, being held for now on a Cass County felony warrant for robbery. Police say a woman whose body was found in the South Moorhead home Tuesday after the fire died as a result of an assault prior to the fire. They are not releasing her identity until medical examiners make a final determination of death. Police do say she and the suspect knew each other. Police are also asking anyone who had contact with Critt on Tuesday to contact Moorhead Police. They're also looking for a dark-colored backpack that Critt was reported to have in his possession on Tuesday. New at noon, a man charged with being nude while threatening children at a Crookston bus stop last winter has pleaded guilty to threats of violence and lewd exhibition. Court documents say a group of 8 to 10-year-old children were waiting at the bus stop when 33-year-old Eric Olson stepped out in front of them. Reports say he was nude, masturbating, and yelled that he was going to rape and kill the children. They ran to safety and reported the incident. Olson has been ordered to undergo a sex offender assessment. It's a beautiful beginning to the holiday weekend, but will it stay this way? Let's check in with meteorologist Justin Fanfarilli. Justin?
And thank you, Christine, and good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, we had a cool start to this morning into the upper 40s in the metro areas, closer to the upper 30s as you make your way up toward the Canadian border. But with that sunshine out there, temperatures have rebounded nicely. We're into the mid to upper 60s most everywhere you look, and that wind has flipped around to more of a southerly direction, so we will warm it up pretty nicely over the next few days. Now we're tracking some storms well off to our west, mainly between Williston and Minot and Dickinson and Bismarck. No real strong thunderstorms from these, but maybe some brief heavy rain and some cloud to ground lightning. That's basically it. As we go through time, most of that activity will stay out west, and we've got a slight increase in the clouds as we go through later on this afternoon, and temperatures will get up there. We will see them top off into the mid to upper 70s, so still nice out there as we go through this evening. We do have a chance of some showers and storms as we go through the weekend. We'll get into that later in the newscast.
Okay, thanks, Justin. More information today on that police sting we first told you about yesterday that nabbed at least 18 men for allegedly soliciting sex with underage girls. The suspects arrested in Operation Guardian Angel range in age from 20 to 62. Police arrested 6 people in Clay County and 12 in Cass County. Most live in the Fargo-Moorhead area, but others were just passing through town. Officers posed as girls ages 15 to 17 on Backpage.com, Craigslist, and the Whisper app. The girlfriend of a Minnesota man charged with a gruesome murder has now been charged as an accomplice in Itasca County. 35-year-old Joseph Thorson is charged with the murder of David Heyman. Court records say Thorson's girlfriend told him Hyman had raped her. Authorities say Hyman was hit over the head with a baseball bat, stabbed with a machete, and decapitated. 4 men are facing up to 20 years in prison after a drug bust that police say started in the parking lot of the Crookston City Library. Jackson Bergeson, Charles Collins, Joel DeLong, and James Peters are each facing a felony count of possession of meth within a prohibited zone. Someone inside the Crookston Library noticed what appeared to be a drug deal going down inside a car in the parking lot. And here's a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say Justin Conexon is wanted for aggravated assault and terrorizing. Be sure to call your local law enforcement if you have any information on Conexon. Also new at noon, a new twist in the government's investigation of Hillary Clinton's emails and the role of U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch. This after a controversial meeting with Clinton's husband that raised eyebrows. A Justice Department source confirms with NBC News that Lynch will accept the recommendation of career prosecutors and the FBI on case and not overrule them. This highly unusual step stems from a chance meeting with Bill Clinton in Phoenix. Lynch says it was a social chat, but the group that sued for Hillary Clinton's emails is demanding an investigation. In Healthier Me Today, safety experts are urging parents and caregivers to be extra cautious as more kids head to pools and lakes. Almost 800 children drown each year. More than half are under the age of 5. Despite many misconceptions, drowning are often silent and happen very quickly. And often, lifeguards cannot watch every child at all times. Parents should keep an eye on their children at all times when they are near water and should know CPR in case of an emergency. The American Red Cross also has some reminders heading into the 4th of July holiday. Keep small kids away from fireworks. Keep water close by. Wear eye protection when lighting fireworks. Never relight a dud. And never point fireworks toward people, animals, vehicles, buildings, or flammable materials. A lot more people will be grilling this holiday weekend too. And you're reminded to always supervise a barbecue when in use. Keep the grill out in the open, away from anything that can catch fire, and make sure everyone, including the pets, stays away from the grill. There's a new safe place for you to make your online purchase exchanges. Fargo Police now have an area specifically for these exchanges on the west side of the downtown police department. The area is under 24-hour surveillance, but police do not assist in the transaction. And what a difference a week has made on Wall Street. Global markets have pretty much made up all their post-Brexit losses. The markets opened today ahead of this long holiday weekend about where they were before the Brexit vote 1 week ago Thursday. Global stocks are mostly rising as authorities stepped in to ease the uncertainty surrounding the British vote to leave the European Union. Good and bad news for drivers on 8th Street South in Moorhead. Starting next week, you won't be able to go east on 30th Avenue South from 8th Street. That's because of the next round of construction work. The good news is that MnDOT expects to open the auxiliary lanes on I-94 within the next week, and that will provide more room for getting on the interstate at 20th Street. And a North Dakota mom has her son back home and is thanking the volunteers who helped her with this family emergency yesterday. 1-year-old DJ wandered off while playing near Ellendale yesterday afternoon. Dozens scrambled to help find the boy. One of the volunteers spotted him near a river. An Aberdeen, South Dakota airport paid for all of the fuel local pilots used to help in that search. And the local phone company brought water for volunteers. If tradition holds, the next few days are going to be busy for city dog pounds because the 4th of July is when a number of runaway dogs spikes. But there's a new drug that might help with your pooch. We'll tell you what that is coming up next. But also ahead your day.